What they carried varied by mission. When a mission took them to the mountains, they carried mosquito netting, matches, canvas tarps, and extra bug juice. If a mission seemed especially hazardous or if it involved a place they knew to be bad, they carried everything they could. In certain heavily mined AOSs where land was dense with toe poppers and bouncing betties, they took turns humping 28-pound mine detectors. With its headphones and big sensing plate, the equipment was a stress on the lower back and shoulders. Awkward to handle, often useless because of the shape roll in the earth, but they carried it anyways. Partly for safety, part for the illusion of safety. On ambush or other night missions, they carried peculiar little odds and ends. Kiowa always took along his New Testament and a pair of moccasins for silence. Dave Jensen carried night sight vitamins high in carotene. Lee Strunk carried his slingshot. Ammo, he claimed, would never be a problem. Rat Kiley carried brandy and M&M's candy. Until he was shot, Ted Lavender carried the Starlight Scope, which weighed 6.3 pounds with its aluminum carrying case. Henry Dobbins carried his girlfriend's pantyhose wrapped around his neck as comforter. They all carried ghosts. When dark came, they would move out single file across the meadows in paddies to their ambush coordinates, where they would quietly set up the claymores and lie down and spend the night waiting. Other missions were more complicated and required special equipment. In mid-April, it was their mission to search out and destroy the elaborate tunnel complex in the Tanke area south of Chu Lai. To blow the tunnels, they carried 1-pound blocks of penetrate high explosive, 4 blocks to a man, 68 pounds in all. They carried wiring, detonators, and battery-powered clackers. Dave Jensen carried earplugs. Most often, before blowing the tunnels, they were ordered by a higher command to search them, which was considered bad news. But, by and large, they just shrugged and carried out the orders. Because he was a big man, Henry Dobbins was excused from tunnel duty. The others would draw numbers. Before Lavender died, there were 17 men in the platoon. Whoever drew the number 17 would strip off his gear and crawl in head first with a flashlight and Lieutenant Cross's .45 caliber pistol. The rest of them would fan out as security. They would sit down or kneel, not facing the hole, listening to the ground beneath them, matching cobwebs and ghosts, whatever's down there. The tunnel walls squeezing in, how the flashlight seemed impossibly heavy in the hands, and how it was tunnel vision in the very strictest sense. Comprehension in all ways, even time, and how you had to wiggle in, butt and elbows, a swallowed up feeling, and how you found yourself worrying about the odd things. Will your flashlight go dead? Do rats carry rabies? If you screamed, how far would the sound carry? Would your buddies hear it? Would they have the courage to drag you out? In some aspects, not that many, the waiting was worse than the tunnel itself. Imagination was a killer.